Sounds good to me. Awesome. So, welcome everybody to our 12th community call, hosted by yours truly, Polynomial. So, today we have the whole team, at least the community team here, who are going to share their insights on what's been happening um, in the last few months, what's going to happen in the product soon, and answer your questions, explore future developments that we will make. So yeah, let's get started. Um, so let me, yeah, as you know, right, Polynomial Trade is live on Optimism, and our V3 testnet is launched on Base Goldly Network. But before we dive into what things we are going to build and are building, let's first talk a little about what we have achieved in the past few months. So I will just start off with a question to Akhil. Right? We like, can you give us some thoughts on the market share of Polynomial in the last few months and how Polynomial has been performing compared to other per platforms?
Yeah, sure, Slok. Hey guys, very happy to see you all in the 12th community call of Polynomial. When we talk about the past few months, we have been absolutely amazing for our product. We had a successful trading season combining gamification and NFTs and impressive reward for our traders. The trading season ended a few weeks ago, and the response from the entire ecosystem was great because we were doing much better than the other protocols been in terms of trading volume, in terms of number of traders, active volume, and every metrics. Polynomial were the top in the top three at least. So most of the days Polynomial had remained in the top trading platform in terms of trading volume, and across the DeFi space we have onboarded many new traders into the Polynomial ecosystem. And since the exchange launched on Optimism mainnet a few months ago, we have achieved accumulating trading volume of almost $4 billion, which is great because as we started as a small project, we grown into such a level, like we did hundreds of millions in trading volume in per day. So it was pretty good, and very happy to see that platform is making those much of trading volume, and giving traders much freedom to trade. And the last month we hit back-to-back all-time highs, and currently our trading volume stands at 350, daily trading volume. Highest daily trading volume stands at 359 million, which made Polynomial one of the top derivative exchanges. And when we look at the market share of Polynomial, it becomes apparent that it held approximately 50% of the trading volume in the decentralized derivative space. This significant stat highlight how the Polynomial community takes great pride in its accomplishments. And yeah, we are very happy to see how the traders are we are very happy to see the response from the traders of the community, because they are totally loving the platform, and the way we simplified the derivative market is next level, that other platform can't copy. So yeah, we are happy, and our market share and our in the top, and we are very happy to be there. And kudos to the shout out to all the team members who worked hard, and the devs did a top job in the past months, because trading season was live and many other things were live on the platform. So it was a tough journey for them, but in the end we got the results. We were at the top place, and yeah, hard work pays. And yeah, very happy to be the part of the team and the ecosystem, and we will try to continue this momentum to the coming months.
That sounds amazing. I think I will ask Antonio, can you dive into this trading season that Akhil just mentioned? Right? What kind of metrics did we see? How many new users did we onboard? Anything on that end?
Hello, everyone. Happy to see you here in this community call. So, yeah, in the last months, we ran this trading competition, trading season, which allowed us to reach almost 4 billion. I think also Akhil mentioned that. 4 billion in trading volume and on board almost 3K new traders. So I would say a really good number. So as Akhil said, step by step, we also we were setting new heights with our daily trading volume. The highest was 350 million in one day. So we are happy for that. And yeah. We also compare the period before and after the trading competition, and we noticed that our growth was almost over 25x from, let's say, 150 million to 3.5 billion. So in just 2 months. So are good numbers in our opinion. So we are happy with these numbers because we also proved that we can compete with the biggest perpetual protocol like GMX, DYDX, and Quenta. So for some period, also we were like the measured X by trading volume. So it was a really good achievement for us. And yeah, it's important also to say that in this period we distributed around 1 million OP as a reward to our traders, which also helped to reach some good volume. So we need to be conscious about this. By the way, I would say that there is still space to grow in this market. As we can see, the period is not the best. It's quite bad. I mean, in general, the volumes are really low right now, but it's still a good period to improve, to do research, to focus, to deliver always a better product, and maybe to find also some more strategy which can differentiate more our product. So, and as always, I say we are always open to receive feedback from our community to deliver the best product for our community. And I would say this period was good that we were able to bring some partners during this trading competition, which allowed to engage more communities. And maybe, I don't know, I should if I should say, but maybe we are getting ready for another season. Who knows? Maybe with better, better rewards and more partners. I don't know. Maybe you will discover.
Awesome. Did Antonio just drop some alpha here? Thanks a lot, Antonio. So basically, that was a brief overview on how our trading season went. But let's talk about kind of the newest upgrade in the synthetics ecosystem, right? Perps V3. Can you share, maybe Akhil or Gautam, right? Can you share what Perps V3 is and how is it different from the current Perps V2 that is currently live on our platform?
I think Gautam sir is here. I think he can explain how V3 works.
Gautam, are we audible? Change your VPN, sir.
Okay, then I will take the question. Okay, yeah, I can answer. So, also V3 is a significant change for the synthetic perps. There are a lot of new changes coming into the core concept like cross margin and multiple set. You can give it for the liquidity, and it will be launching base base initially and hopefully implement to other EVM chains once the synthetic governance approves. The V3 testnet is live right now. You can check the announcements and check our brand new UI because yeah, it will be dope. So Perps V3, when we talk about Perps V3, as I said, like cross margin is an like it coming native, and there will be like we are expecting there to be native limit orders too. So it will be available soon on Polynomial, and as I said, like we will be launching on Base, which is a new like super chain narrative. So it will be great to launch on Base also. And the important thing is like V3 will be permissionless for the market creation or asset creation. So once the governance is approved, like the pool will be like transit into permissionless. So which means you can list any asset on synthetics with like polynomial trade. Basically, you can create a pool and it goes to governance. If it pass, like you can give liquidity and we can list that token for the perps. So it will apply to the spot market and like Perps V3. So it will be a new change, like the people to trade on like a derivative exchange, decentralized derivative exchange. This will bring a new whole set of sex users into DeFi. So like essentially as a whole, like synthetics V3, like Perps V3 will bring a lot of changes to the way we trade on decentralized derivative platforms now, and we can expect the launch by end of this month because the trading like testnet competition is running till 23rd. So you can check like you can expect the like V3 to go live by end of this month or next month. So yeah, that's like Perps V3, and yeah, it's beautiful to build on top of synthetics V3, and I hope this will bring new traders.
Can
Yeah,
I also? Can you hear me?
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, like some things like wanted to say is like Perps 3 will be launching first on Base with ETH as collateral. So unlike the previous ones where like you're trading against SNX takers, you can now stake ETH and you can trade against on Base, and that will be the first version that will be live. And one of the major things that will be there is there will be actual cross margin. Till now, we had like a hacked up version of cross margin till now, so we are very excited about that. So there will be no longer isolated positions. That is something that we are really excited about, and those are like changes from the synthetics side. But like from our side, we are revamping the UI. If you guys have tested like or checked trade.polynomial.finance, we are still building it up, but like it's more darker, cleaner UI, and we would really like feedback from you guys because it's still not like there as how well polished like the current trade polynomial is, and will be we built this UI from ground up for to be multi-chain native because in the future the perps will be multi-chain, right? Like for example, you can open a position on optimism or base or arbitrum regardless of whatever chain you are in, and it will be sharing the liquidity across multiple chains. So if there is staking on L1 and you can trade on base, right? So those kind of stuff will be happening. So because of that, like it's more multi-chain native, and we have also tried to decrease the load and all those stuff because sometimes if you have traded on polynomial, you must have noticed it becomes a bit slow, like if you keep it open for like few days or something. So we went back and changed some of the blockchain stack to make sure like everything is more fast and efficient and reliable. But it comes with certain trade-offs, so it would be good to get feedback from you guys to understand what are the things that you like, what are the things you don't like. Those are mainly the few things, and one of the core things that will be coming is one-click trading. It is not live yet, but the idea is that you can now trade without doing a MetaMask transaction all the time. So that is something I think like a lot of people like DYDX and all those things have been doing. So we are really excited for that because it just makes the whole trading experience much smoother. I mean I know, and like most of you must have tried, like you try to close the position and the PNL changes the time you finally execute it, right? Because the price has changed a bit because of the delay in MetaMask. So those kind of things are something that we are like fixing and improving so that the UX comes a bit more on par. And one other thing is like Polynomial V3 and Polynomial V2 will be using the same smart contract wallet. So essentially, you don't need to like migrate money or do anything like that. So on Optimism and V3 comes, just you don't really need to do anything. If you close a position, you can just open new one in V3, so it will just happen like smooth. So that's one good thing, but it still looks like V2 will be there for at least like a very long time, because V2 currently has one of the deepest liquidity and you can trade a lot more. So, and a lot of the features have been like kind of very innovative. I think a lot of other AMMs have been uh, coming up with like similar mechanisms. So it is very exciting.
Sounds awesome. Community, if you have any questions on this, you can drop it in the chat. We have also dropped the link for this V3, where we would appreciate if you can play around with it, give us some UI UX feedback, anything that you felt we can build, we can improve. We would love to hear your thoughts on it. So yeah, I mean, before
So, I
yeah,
want to ask one thing to Gautam. So, Gautam, like there will be the like funding rate chart will be there in the V3, because like it will help people to make a delta neutral positions. So it will be there, right?
Yeah. It's like currently like V3, like we build it from scratch. So like we haven't like reached the feature parity as what we have in V2. Some things are a bit better, some things are like not there, like funding rate chart, or like we had the automated funding rate arbitrage, right? Those kind of things are not there yet. But we will be adding them in like maybe this week or like by mid of next week. But most of the things that are there should be there in like a few weeks at max. Before at least the testnet trading competition is over, it should be better than what V3, what we have in V2 already, with some of features which are like small life improvements kind of things which we will be doing. And yeah.
Also, I heard like native limit orders are coming to synthetics V3. So, is that true, or can you share some thoughts
I
on
think
that?
yeah, it's not in the current audit, so maybe like Q1 of next year there will be like a native limit order. What that means is like currently what happens with limit orders is a bot executes a standard order for you, and then the order gets executed by a bot. And so which is like two steps. It's what happens in both polynomial and quenta and all the other synthetics perps. But like with the native one, like a bot just execute directly a transaction, which is like a decentralized network. So the reliability of the bot executing the transaction and all those things will be much better, and which I think is like a major improvement over like what we have at the moment.
Great.
One other thing to add is like currently like we use Pyth oracles, but the new system is at least in a way that oracle can be changed at any time. So it can be chainlink at a certain point or Pyth at a certain point, or so it's up to people to decide as well. And with permissionless markets, like if you have an oracle, if you can come up with an oracle yourself for something, and then if you put like liquidity yourself, then you can spin up a new market, like a new token launches. You can just have the oracle endpoint and start like a market, which is very cool, I guess. It's kind of where like uniswap did a lot of innovations.
That sounds great. Yeah. It will bring new traders into the system. Yeah.
definitely, I think a lot
I
of
think bull market will bring the new traders to the system.
Like in the centralized exchanges, there is an like, way you can trade various assets, but like in the current system on decentralized across the decentralized exchanges, you can't. So like when it goes to permissionless, you can create multiple assets that people want to trade. So which will make new people to attract new people to the system, I guess.
Yeah, right. Like currently, like what happens is there is a like a governance process that goes through right before listing assets. There are some assets in polynomial which are not there in centralized exchanges, like stake ETH or BTC pair and stuff like that. But that will be like, that is still like gone through a governance side, but like with permissionless, you can make like any market very easily. One other thing is, like, I don't know if you mentioned this, it's about like margin based on other synthesis. Like you can have ETH as collateral and open a trade, and BTC as collateral and open a trade. So like you can have your balances in different assets, and then you can like open a trade against it, which is kind of very nice, I think, because it just makes the whole thing much more easier. Like if you currently have to, I've seen a lot of people who have ETH and they want to trade, but they don't want to sell their ETH, so they just put it on Aave, borrow against it, and then open a position. So it will be kind of like much simpler than that, at least on the fee side and things like that.
Does that sound like a coin margin?
It is not really a coin margin because the denominations are still in USD, but it works kind of similar. So
Yeah.
it's a step ahead of what we have at the moment, at least.
Sounds awesome. Awesome. So I think we've spoken a lot about what Perps V3 is up to, and how it's gonna look like. But Salman, can you shed some light on how the Testnet trading competition will look like the V3 trading competition? When is it starting? Who is eligible, etc. And Salman Yaros.
Hi folks, GM.
Yes.
Can you hear me? GM folks, great to have you all on board for the community call today. As and when Q4 comes together, we are rolling out V3 and Perps V3. This will be done in a very multi-step process, and the first process for that is just the testnet competition. The testnet competition has already started since yesterday, and it is now available. Akhil has already posted it on the chat, trade.polynomial.finance. Unfortunately, it's not for everyone. Anyone can come in and check the UI out and like the UX flow as well. But for the trading competition or the testnet trading competition, only whitelisted wallets can participate as of now. The form was already circulated a few weeks back. To check if you're eligible, you guys can just check our Discord announcements. Akhil has already posted a link for all the eligible wallets there. What really makes this testnet competition very interesting is the prizes that are available on the table for people who are able to trade past the leaderboard and get to the top. The prizes would be for the top 10 traders for the testnet competitions, and you can read a lot more about this on the blog. But just to give you a snippet, prize money includes synthetics tokens. It also includes Synthverse NFTs, thanks to the Grants Council, as well as integrated rewards from the other side. For the more security related traders over here, there are also bug bounties up for a 90% discount of the mainnet rates. And if you guys do find anything on Perps V3 that you think is a critical bug or is a small bug, you guys can head over to Synthetix's Immune5 page and directly file a bug report so as to get the rewards. But we are trying to polish all the chinks here, and there's a lot more features coming, like Gautam mentioned: cross margin, one-click trading, funding rate charts, multi-collateral, and permission markets. This will all lead to a sex-like experience, which should attract a lot of people, like Akhil mentioned as well. So if you haven't already, go over to trade.polynomial.finance and get checking out on the UI, and feedback's appreciated from everyone.
This sounds super amazing. Salman,
Yeah.
before we...
I also would like to see some of the traders from Polynomial on the leaderboard. That will be great. Maybe Gautam will win. Who knows?
Gautam was a level 7 trader. Anyway, so before we just rambling... Hello. Saying before we just move to V3, and we've spoken a lot about V3, but people forget that V2 rewards are still on. The OP rewards are still on. They've been extended. There are a few more weeks for that to keep going. So Antonio, can you share more about that? Like what kind of percentage are we giving? How much rewards can people win, etc.
Yes, absolutely. So, as you know, starting from the 13th of September, synthetic and polynomial, we decided to extend this reward system with OP for 5 more weeks, which started, as I mentioned before, I would say 3 weeks ago. So, remain just 2 more weeks. So every week, traders can earn up to 100K OP from synthetics with a boost of 10% from polynomial, that it's capped to 10K, of course. But the alpha is that for the next weeks, we are going to increase this boost from 10 to 15%. So there will be like 15K OP per week to grab. I think it's a good way to, if you still didn't do that, it's a good way to try polynomial, because you can get some fees back trying our platform. So I suggest you to check it out. Otherwise, if you already did, you can have this boost and keep your fees back, I would say.
Awesome. So we have 100K from synthetics and 15% of the rewards from polynomial. So people can win
Exactly.
and get a lot of money out of trading for the next 2 weeks. Awesome. So the next question I would have for our community main person, Akhil, right? We've been talking a lot about product rewards, what we've been up to, but what's happening on the community, and what can we expect from the polynomial team for the community?
To be honest, I'm not the main man of community, that is Gautam. But yeah, okay. There are some exciting updates for the community. Like many of you are already familiar with Polynomial Bytes, a platform that shares untold stories in DeFi. We already published a couple of videos in the social media, such as like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, on Twitter. So you can check that, and I already shared the links in the announcements. Uh, yeah, that's a one thing. And in addition to that, we are thrilled to announce the launch of Polynomial Academy. This academy aims to simplify the trading jargon and teach the basics to help you become a better trader on the platform. We understand that some of you may have missed out certain trading lessons, so we will be including them as well. So stay tuned, because there are many interesting things planned for the community in the coming weeks. So make sure to actively participate in the chats. Work together to make Polynomial the best trading platform with an exceptional community of traders. So the main aim of this initiatives is to educate the community about trading, risk management, and uh, trading strategies. So yeah, we are very excited to see them on Polynomial, under the Polynomial brand. So yeah, it will be very interesting for the people also, because there are the trading lessons are very distributed over many places. So we are trying to take them into one place called Polynomial Academy. So you can see multiple very informative contents on Polynomial Academy, as well as Polynomial Bytes. Polynomial Bytes aims to tell you the hidden stories or interesting stories in DeFi, which happens in DeFi. You might see in the last video about Curve, we told about optimism and some MEV boards. So I think that will be very interesting for the community to see some of that contents. So yeah, we are excited, and yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. If anyone has any DeFi or crypto story that you would want to watch us make a reel on it, please let us know. We're happy. We're always looking for new ideas to make content on. Also, so my script says I need to go over questions and answers right now, but I don't see any questions on the chat. So I will just summarize what we've been through in the last half an hour, what we've spoken about. So we started off with talking about the V3, how the Perps V3 looks like, when will we launch, the new features, how the product would change. We spoke about our last 2 months of trading season. Antonio went over some stats um, on how we performed for the last 2 months, on how our volume has grown to $3.5 billion, etc. Then Salman touched upon the Testnet trading competition, and Antonio again spoke about the new OP rewards, which will be increased to 15% from the next epoch. And finally, Akhil spoke and told everybody about Bytes and Academy. Um, in fact, there's one more thing that I think Akhil missed that we could talk about is we have like a polynomial indexer, like open source indexer that we just published on Twitter a few days back. So any of you who wants to check it out, they should have a look. We it's an easy way for you to not spend money on it, like these expensive indexers if you're looking to build something. But yeah, that's kind of about it. Anybody on the team has anything that they want to conclude with?
I would say that not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, the 5 and the 6th of October, there will be It's Milan. So some of the team will be there. So in case text us if you will be there, so we can meet. That's it.
Sounds awesome. And we will also,
Yeah.
some of the team will
Also,
also be at ETH India in December. If people will be coming to Bangalore.
don't miss out on the trading competition, like Testnet trading competition. So I would like to see everyone in the leaderboard. Like, yeah, that will be great.
Perfect. All of us are reachable on this Discord channel. If anybody has any questions after the call, whenever you have, just ping us any bug that you see. You can tell us about that. Please do try out V3 platform and give us feedback. We greatly appreciate it. I think that sounds about it. It's great seeing all of you here, and bye.
See you all in the next
Bye.
community call.
All right, folks.
Bye
Take
to
care.
everyone. Thank you, guys.